Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
6-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. Washington's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
To James Washington.
He got 29 yards that time.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Kalen Balaj. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Jaguars 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll look to run with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pittsburgh.
James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made by...
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
At the 31-yard line.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch the twins. Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Switzer. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the tackle.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 38, Haskins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's a run with Balaj, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Boswell on for the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
J. Chark, incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 21-0 our score after one.
21. Jaguars nothing.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. Hey, Zoo. Pick your game up. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
It'll be Minshew again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 4th down, Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this. Inside the 30.
That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Haskins. Complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Complete to James Washington. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run the counter. Samuels. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Haskins.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
A gain of 3 on the play.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Haskins on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
6-yard line.
he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
On the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Down the line. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Geis. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Williams on the tackle.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Connection made with Chenault. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for
a nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Caught by Wilson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and
they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
They give it here to Thompson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Minshew. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K'Lavon Chaisson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
By the Steelers.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Haskins now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this one's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 31. Jaguars nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
198, watch 92.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again? Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to launch it for Washington. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
198. Watch 98. Wahoo.
Here's Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Balaj. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Kalen Balaj with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Double dog, double dog. That's the way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Haskins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go, D.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Haskins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options. interceptions throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Hit it up with a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope.